so much. Wow, we've had such an amazing time here in Bondo, in Siaya County of Kenya, at CHAKRUOK Center, where the great things are happening. People are reading the books, and we are so happy that God has given us an opportunity to touch the lives of people in Bondo through the books that they are coming to be reading here. What an amazing time, what an amazing place to be, what an amazing people that we have met in this place. It has been wonderful. Let us now have a chat with the director of CHAKRUOK Center, who received us very well.
Hello everybody, my name is Mrs. Anyango Okwach. I partner with my husband as the director of this CHAKRUOK Center. CHAKRUOK actually means Genesis. It's a Ulu word, which means Genesis, the beginning, because what inspires CHAKRUOK Center is really the work of God in the book of Genesis, because everything he did was perfect, and we're just revisiting the perfection of God in creation so that we do not continue living, suffering in ignorance. You're welcome, the team from Heward-Mills. Thank you so much for visiting us. Thank you so much, Reverend Bright. It's just wonderful to have you in CHAKRUOK. When I met you in Nairobi, I didn't imagine you'd be here, but look, this really is a miracle. So we thank God for all of you, for Lorna, we thank God for Diana, and thank God for George. And you come again, eh?
Yeah, we will.
Thank you for the beautiful books you brought. We can't believe this. Books coming to look for us in the countryside. It's something we've been looking for, and we didn't know that one day God will actually just bring the books to our doorstep. So we are welcome to CHAKRUOK.
Thank you.
And we are going to just try to introduce what CHAKRUOK is all about. And like we said, CHAKRUOK actually means Genesis. Really, because when God created the earth, he created it perfect, with all the food that we could eat, with joy and peace and all that. So now, when we begin to see a lot of suffering, it means something must have gone wrong with us, the human beings, because God remains the same. He did not withdraw his creation. Creation is still there to feed us very well. So I must say that the interest of CHAKRUOK is actually to try and bring back what God created that we have put aside. One example is that, for example, Bondo town where CHAKRUOK is situated can be a very dry area. It can be very dry. It has very dry seasons, but it also has wet seasons. So during the wet seasons, lots of things grow, like plenty of vegetables. And if we harvested this plenty of vegetables during the wet seasons, we can actually dry them and keep them to eat during the dry seasons. But what happens is that people do not do that anymore, although in the olden days people did that. And you find that in the dry seasons, sometimes we have to get vegetables from very, very far off, from the Rift Valley, some very far places. Even sometimes I've had some foods coming from Tanzania, that far. But also it means the price will be higher. So it means people cannot feed well during the dry seasons in this area, and it's unfortunate. What also happens in times like that, you also experience violence in families. Because if the man cannot bring enough food at home because the foods are expensive, we also do have violence. So like our project is aimed at, it's kind of restoring that very life that God meant for us. So CHAKRUOK is a demonstration center, and we demonstrate many things. One of them is to look at the indigenous knowledge systems that can help in sustainable development in the countryside. And one of them is, like I've talked about, vegetables. You can reintroduce them and reintroduce the natural ways of drying vegetables. And then you have food, whether it's dry or not dry, in and out of season. And you're going to notice that we do have natural fruits, like pawpaw is grown everywhere. Every homestead has pawpaw. Something like pawpaw, you can actually even turn it in, add value to it, and make some, let's say, pawpaw jam, which you can actually sell. So that you have pawpaws to eat, but you don't throw the remaining pawpaw, turn it into something else and for income. So we have demonstrated that to the villagers, and we have quite a number of villagers here who know how to make pawpaw, jam from pawpaw. and it's beautiful. Even how to make quencher from the orange fruits, and that has also happened here. And we work very close with the Ministry of Agriculture also to help us in that venture.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.